Hey, long time no see. So, you may be wondering, why haven't you been making videos for almost a year? Well, if you've been waiting for me to make videos, first of all, thanks. I'm glad that you look forward to my videos. And second of all, a lot of stuff has happened this past year, from busted computers to lost cameras to other stuff that just got in the way. Yeah, it was a bad year for the most part. There was some great stuff, but there was quite a few bad things. So, at the same time, during this year, I've missed about 10 movie reviews I've been wanting to do. So, I'm going to do some catching up on those reviews. Not to mention, I have some top 10s and other ideas for videos I've been wanting to do. So, June's going to be hopefully pretty busy for me with videos. I'm trying to get as many as I can out so that I can hopefully catch up and then I can start fresh. So, for this next couple of videos, it's just gonna be me going over the 10 movies that I missed and what I wanted to talk about for each one. Hopefully, keep it simple. And this part is just gonna be all the MCU movies I missed, starting with Spider-Man: Homecoming and ending with Avengers: Infinity War. And I'm gonna try not to spoil anything, even though the Spider-Man: Homecoming's been out for about a year. The Black Panther and Infinity Wars are still pretty fresh, so I don't want to spoil anything there. So, fair is fair. There might be a couple of things I talk about which may be considered spoilers, but nothing too serious. And so, let's start with Spider-Man: Homecoming. I enjoyed this movie. I watched it with my family. It was a lot of fun, and I thought Tom Holland did a great job as Spider-Man. He was very believable as a high school student, and I gotta say, I'm kind of tired of having Spider-Man in high school. I kind of want to see him progress out of that, but it's another reboot, so what do you expect? And I liked his relationship with his Aunt May, Marissa Tomei, and I really enjoyed his relationship with Tony Stark. And they really seemed like a mentor-student kind of a relationship, or even like a surrogate dad with Tony Stark, and it was pretty cool. And they really built on that in this movie, and then they built it on later on. And so I really liked that. There was a couple of relationships I didn't buy with him and the romantic interest. There was nothing really there. It was not that good. And the person who was MJ that in the movie, didn't really like her that much. I don't know. I really liked Amazing Spider-Man because Gwen Stacy was a great character, but also the villain in this one, the Vulture, I kind of liked him when he wasn't in the suit. I liked him better in the suit. I like Michael Keaton. He's pretty cool. And I thought that he was very believable and likable as the villain in this one. And when he's in the suit and you don't really get to see his expression and how he communicates, it's kind of tough to really buy it. And the last fight scene is almost in total darkness, so it's kind of hard to see. And I didn't really. The last fight was so-so, but when he's just himself talking to Peter Parker, he's intimidating and he's good. And so, all in all, I would think that if you're an MCU fan or if you're a fan of Spider-Man, this is definitely one that deserves to be bought on Blu-ray. Then after that came Thor Ragnarok. This movie got a lot of praise from a lot of fans, critics, other reviewers, but personally, I didn't like it all that much. I didn't really enjoy it because this movie was not Thor. It was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And if I wanted another Guardians movie, I would just wait for the next Guardians movie. But this one, it went too hard to try and be funny and sacrifice the cool and badass moments. I mean, there were a couple, but there were so many times like, let's make a joke here instead. And the moment I always think about is when Bruce Banner says to Valkyrie, "You want to know who I am? And I'm going to show you." And he jumps out of the plane, and it was like, "Oh, this is going to be awesome. He's going to hit that wolf, and it's going to be awesome. They're going to fight around the bridge. I can't wait." And then plop, plop, plop. I literally facepalmed in the theater. I'm like, oh, God, are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, I did not enjoy this movie. I mean, the cool fight scene with Thor and Hulk that kicked ass. And the Stan Lee cameo was funny. But like I said, I didn't really enjoy this movie all that much. And thankfully, spoiler alert for Infinity War, Infinity War kind of makes Thor Ragnarok useless and meaningless. So I say trash that movie. Forget it. It's not important. So then I watched Doctor Strange, and I know Doctor Strange came out before Thor Ragnarok, but I didn't see it in the theaters. I had to wait until I watched it on DVD, and so I watched it. And honestly, it's a Iron Man clone. I was about to say Spider Man. I don't know why I said that, but it's an Iron Man clone. It's not as terrible as Ant Man, but it's kind of bland. I mean, the villain is not that good. The Stephen Strange is again, he's Tony Stark, but as a doctor. Ancient One is some of the effects are cool, but other than the effects, there's not really much there. So I'll say this movie, you really only need to watch it once or twice, and that's it. Unless you're gonna do like a marathon that culminates to Infinity War, because one of the good things about this movie is that they do mention the stones. So yeah, I was really looking forward to that in Thor Ragnarok, but that movie blew. And so then came Black Panther, and I was kind of apprehensive about this movie, not because I thought the movie was going to be bad, with you Michael B. Jordan, Chadwick Boseman, director of and the director of Fruitvale Station, Creed. I knew this movie was in good hands, and I knew this movie was going to be good, but there was a lot of hype for this movie. People were like saying, it's a great movie, it's fantastic, it's the best Marvel movie. One person I said it was a religious experience, like, whoa, calm down, alright? And so I walked into this movie, I was like, I hope people aren't overhyping this movie, because that would suck. And then I watched it, and I thought it was great. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. Like, yes, it's a great movie. It's not a religious experience, but damn, this movie was good. There was a lot of culture, a lot of cool political talks as well that woven into the story naturally. And I really liked Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. Jordan as T'Challa and Killmonger. Oh wait, no, not Killmonger. He is not Killmonger. Everybody kept calling him Killmonger, but in the movie he even says that's not my name. He's T'Chaka. I probably butchered that name, but sorry about that. That's just my accent. And so I really like the both of them. T'Chaka and T'Challa are very likable characters. Their backstory with T'Chaka had a lot more in this one because we got T'Challa's in Civil War. There was so much good stuff here. Not to mention, T'Challa is not trying to be funny and quippy and trying to make jokes all the time. Other people make jokes, but he's the serious one, and that's how it should be. Let the serious person kick ass and take names, and let a couple of other people like Shuri be funny and interesting. And her relationship with T'Challa was great. It really felt like siblings, and the way that T'Challa and T'Chaka carried themselves, you really felt like these men really deserve to be royalty. And so I really like this. And another great character, there are so many great characters like M'Baku and Shuri and Shuri, wow, I can't believe it. That and Queen Mala and Nakia. Man, there's so many great characters that I could go on, but I'm trying to keep it brief. But with T'Challa and T'Chaka, I really liked them. And so when they finally clashed at the end, I was like, oh, I don't want either one of you guys to die. Please don't die, because I like you both, and I want to see you guys come back for more. But yeah, great movie. It's not my favorite Marvel movie, but it's definitely up there. So, and I honestly think that Black Panther and Thor Ragnarok should have switched places, because Infinity War would have had a lot easier time to overcome Thor Ragnarok than trying to overcome Black Panther, because Infinity War was really good, but it just couldn't measure up to how great Black Panther was. But there was a lot of good stuff in here. The villain was great with Thanos, and he's intimidating. He's not just screaming and yelling. He's very calm and collected, and he's very intimidating. Like the way that they made him, how tall he was, him posing figure, it was like, oh crap, this guy could destroy me in a second. And it was great. There was great pacing, great storytelling, and the characters that were supposed to be funny They had a few jokes, but it never got to the point where it was like joke, 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 and just overwhelmed the story. No, it kept it low and let it be serious and let it be kick ass, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. And this really did feel like a culmination of all the other Marvel movies, except for Ant-Man. Screw Ant-Man. Ant-Man sucks. And so I thought it was really good. And spoiler for it, it ends on a cliffhanger. Yeah, it ends on a cliffhanger. But if you had watched the original announcement for this movie, it said part one. So of course they had to be in a cliffhanger. All in all, Black Panther and Infinity War, both movies deserve that 4K Blu-ray, all that stuff. Buy it, buy it. It's a great movie to be put on your shelves, both of them. And so, I know that was kind of all over the place and really quick, but it's all I really had. I just want to give brief thoughts on each of these movies. And so, part two will be the movies that weren't part of the MCU. And so, until then, which of these 5 movies your favorite? Rank them down in the comments if you get a chance. Until then, bye.